Welcome. My name's Judy. We are continuing this Plants vs. Zombies Game of the Year Edition series of videos that I've been doing. Doing a walkthrough of the whole game. I will show you everything and anything that crops up in the game and try to teach you everything I can think of that might help you be a better Plants vs. Zombies player. Show you all of my strategies, how I play the game, and all that good stuff. So we just got the key to the shop in the last video, so I want to show you that, and I want to show you the mini games menu because we just got access to that. See, these are locked, so you can't get into puzzle or survival. But anyway, so let's get in here into the shop. Alright, so these take out the first zombie. It lasts for 3 levels. These are highly useful, but I am really close to getting my next slot, and I do not want to spend the money on those yet. Like, the next slot is at 5,000, so literally I'm 20 coins away from the next slot. So when I get that slot, then I will definitely be buying rakes. Rakes will save me from having to put down something to kill the first zombie that pops out. So those are useful. This is a pool vacuum, pool cleaner. This is basically like a mower, how a mower works, except it works on the pool part. So there you go. So see, here's that 8th slot I was just talking about for 5K. Yeah, I need it. I want it. Now these are double-headed sunflowers, twin sunflowers. Once you have these, you can plant them on top of a regular sunflower to get extra sunflowers, so that makes you not have to use as many rows on the board to grow sunflowers and get more sun. So we will eventually get all the goodies, and I will teach you how to use them, but we don't obviously have enough money for that yet, and the slots is priority. So I should be able to come back in here after we play anything and get the slots, and then I'll start using rakes. And this is a, what do they call that? Gatling pea. Gatling peas shoot 4 peas at a time. So on the repeaters, the ones that shoot 2 peas, once you have a repeater planted, if you have one of these with you, you can plant this on top of a repeater and then get your 4 shooting. Now these both are really expensive to plant, so they're only useful on really hard levels where it's worth the effort to put them out. So we'll use them eventually, we'll get them eventually. But let's get those other coinages here. Alright, so I'm going to show you mini games. So obviously there's games that fill this whole thing eventually. So you can see this is going to be a long series of videos because I got a lot to show you. And at 30 minutes a pop approximately, we don't get through a whole lot before the next, we have to change to the next video. Anyway, I could play a mini game. Why not? We've already done walnut bowling because that was one of the very first specialty games it gave us in the regular set. So anyway, so you've seen walnut bowling before. It's exactly the same. It's just a repeatable mini game. Now these mini games, you can play them over and over and over again as many times as you want. But anyway, let's try Zombotany real quick, and I'll teach you it. So what it is, you're getting zombies with shooter heads and walnut heads, and so these will shoot at whatever you planted and kill it. So you have to then therefore replant it, or if you're using the walnuts, it takes a lot longer to take a walnut down, of course, than it takes to take a sunflower down. So you're going to have to try to put walnuts in front of things. You can also try to squash these guys, blow them up, whatever, to get them the heck away from you. So let's go ahead, and I'm not going to take out expensive ones because they'll just get killed and you have to replant them. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to take everything I can to smush them or blow them up as much as possible. Well, I got one more slot open, so I could go ahead and take a snow pea just in case. I could take a 3-peater if I was really careful to make sure there's always a walnut in front of the 3-peaters. And that would probably be a good strategy, but they're just so expensive, it takes forever to be able to earn enough sun. And if you're not careful, your sun is going to get beat up by these guys too. And the other strategy you can keep in mind is instead of spreading out to all 5 rows, I may want to plant sun in a single row several deep with a walnut in front so that I can keep these guys from being able to shoot at it all my sun. So that's probably how I'm going to do this one. And maybe put, you know, a potato mine in front of the row. So we'll, as soon as possible, get a walnut going here. I do want to get a little bit of sun rolling. And of course we've got to take out anybody that comes in the other rows. And sometimes it's a strategy to let mowers take people out, although I've told you it's nerve-wracking because if something gets past them again, then you're dead. That's how you get dead, because there's nothing there to stop them at that point. Alright, so I'm gonna put him right there. Protect my sunflowers. I have this whole row of sunflowers here, and what I'm probably going to do is be putting potato mines in front of this guy, and I have squashes in case of emergency, and once we get enough sun I have cherry bombs in case of emergency. Alright, so we got potato mine for him too, and then I may do the exact same thing over here. But, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you could do zone botany. This is just how I happen to be doing it today. And of course, it's a mini game that's repeatable, so you can try all your strategies out. Okay, squash for you. Alright, I might actually put snow peas out. Yeah, that won't come up fast enough. Okay, so dang it, I'm not collecting sun fast enough because I'm busy talking. Because that snow pea is slowing him down. Hopefully he'll go down before the snow pea does, but it just took several hits, so gotta get that walnut out in front of it. Protect it. See, I got no shooter in this lane, so that's why he's getting through that walnut so fast. I'm like, oops, I'm not even... I'm busy worrying about what this guy's doing. Now, again, I've told you, you can plant this behind, or underneath them, not behind, because that would not work, but underneath them, and when it pops up, it will blow them up. So keep that in mind. But I may actually do this, take out both of those guys. And then that cherry bomb will get the next one. And this is pissing me off because things are not coming up as quick as I need them to. Alright, so I really need walnuts over here and over here. I just don't have enough to go around. So I may wind up losing a plant here to the shooters because I just don't have enough walnut protection going on yet. I'm gonna have to put a shooter in this row because I'm not getting squashed up quick enough. So this is just becoming a nuisance. Oops. See, both of those got dead. So, yeah, need the walnuts. Get the walnuts out. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just plant a potato mine for that one. I could go ahead and put sun now behind these walnuts. Cause, yeah, why not? Alright, so now I've got walnuts all the way across, but this one's about gone, so I'm gonna have to replace it as soon as walnuts come back up. And I'm just gonna put this behind him so I'll get whoever's coming. Yeah, if you're just... It's like your regular level except worse because these dinkles are shooting at everything. Go away. Come on, walnuts. Gosh, they come up so slow. Uh-oh. And you definitely do not want to play around. This walnut will take forever to die, so I'm going to blow up this row here. Go away. And shoot. If I'd have known that one was coming, I would have waited a second and got them both at the same time. That's alright. We'll squash him. Alright, so now we're doing okay. We just gotta keep changing the walnuts out when they get beat up. That one needs replaced also, obviously. Put down another pea shooter. No pea shooter. And I could... Oh, what am I doing? I'm doing it again. I know better than this. Why you guys let me do this? I had a regular pea shooter and I should have been putting them out because these are more expensive and it doesn't make sense to be doing what I was doing. So darn it. I'm so preoccupied here. I'm telling you, it is really challenging to... I'm trying to think ahead to things that you might want to know. And so I'm not 100% focused on the gameplay. So I would normally not miss something like that, probably. And it took me that long to notice I was doing it to myself. I just forgot they were there. Oops. Got a problem over here. Alright. So now we're in pretty good shape though. So you just keep putting out as much as you can and keep watching your walnuts and changing them as fast as they recharge so that they're always hitting the walnuts and not your useful plants. Well, your walnuts are obviously useful plants. You know what I mean. And I could be putting these potato mines down if I was being quicker on the draw. I could put one under him and see if it won't blow his butt up. Or he got dead before it blew up. That's good, because then I'll have one for whoever walks up on it. No problem. Alright, so we're way good on the sun now. Because I went a little cray-cray here. And we're going to just take out a bunch of them here at once. Gotta love the explodey things. Yes. So there's our first trophy. And yes, we just got a bunch of money for that. That's 1,000, those big, huge thingies. So now, obviously, I can go get my slot that I wanted. And I, see, 1 of 20. So I have finished successfully a round of Zombotany now. And you can go in, like I said, and play it over and over again. So I don't think you get the 1,000 coins except for the very first time you play through. So let's go in here, get our slot. Yay, that helps. And there's another slot. Look how expensive it is. 20,000. Oh my god. Alright, so we want this. Yes. And we want this. Yes. And those are just going to have to wait because we're down to 240. Now I'm trying to decide, should I show you the other mini games real quick or get back into adventure? Let's come back to mini games later. Let's keep going with adventure. We're on 3-5, which is a specialty level. And this is a really cute one. I'm going to restart the level so we can actually read what Crazy Dave has to say. Funny thing about the zombie process, sometimes it makes them come out real little and real mean. Defend your shins. So these are teensy weensy zombies. They run. And no sun collecting, just putting stuff down in front of them. There's my rake. It's going to take out my very first zombie, which unfortunately was a regular one and not this cone head. And I'm just going to try to kill stuff as fast as I possibly can. These cherry bombs, save them until you have a little collection of zombies to blow up. Because you're going to need them. And you just have to try to catch these guys with the walnuts before they get crazy far. Dang it. I'm going to blow this rope up real quick because I don't have anything to shoot at them with and no walnut to stop them. Same with this pile of mess here. Ah shit, I should have waited till he got up here. Crap. You try to use the cherry bombs on those freaking tough baller. So when he gets up here with the other one, I'll blow both up. Crap. I'm getting up on it here. I'm going to put a walnut right there, but hopefully one will pop up. Yes. Before they chew my lily pad. I'm not going to put one yet, that lily pad there yet because he will chew it. And get there. I need a pea shooter for him or I'm going to waste a cherry bomb. Give me a pea shooter, damn it. Come on, come on. I don't want to waste a cherry bomb. There we go. And he's going to get that walnut chewed way down, so I'm going to have to replace that one. Which I may just do like this. There. Alright, so I'm obviously going to use a cherry bomb on him, but I'm going to wait until some of these guys move this way so that I can try to take out as many as possible. And that's the strategy on this particular one. Try to let them gang up together and then just blow up whole shit tons of them. Baller definitely needs to get blown up too. And if I put it over here, it'll blow up people in the pool as well. There you go. Start putting double layers of walnuts out. God, they're chewing through the pool ones, huh? I don't like that chewing noise. Explodinator achievement, yay! Well, look at that. When we're finished here, if I remember to do it. Okay, put more shooters in the pool. Shooters in the pool. All right, there should be enough shooters for the pool right now. I would put walnut there if I had a freaking lily pad. Brains! That's what he was saying in that high-pitched voice. Brains! No, we're good. Ah, chili peppers. This is another blow up your shit. Jalapeno. I call them happy pinos. Destroys an entire lane of zombies. So you put him down and he does his blow up this way instead of all around him. You'll see. So he'll just take out one of these lanes. And aha. There's a zomboni. The zomboni. I didn't know it would do that. It goes to the almanac for you. Interesting. Anyway, the zombonis, they put down ice and it makes it, and they'll squish your plants and they're not good. So that's what these happy pinos are for, and the squashes work on them too. So squash and happy pinos are your friend here. So let me get those in here. I'm not going to bother with the tangled kelp right now. The only thing I've got in the pool is him, and he's easy to kill. The snow peas are completely useless pretty much against the zombonis because the zombonis like the cold. I think a potato mine will work on them if you had one up far enough so that they could get blown up on them, but they take so long to arm. Walnuts are completely useless against zombonis. They'll just squish them, and they'll leave an ice trail that it takes a while to melt, or you can use the jalapenos to melt it. So I might try to let a zomboni come up a row a little bit so you can see that. We'll see. So I'm trying to decide what else to bring. Cherry bombs will work on them, so yeah. might want to get the repeaters out here. Oh, and I have my extra slot, so I can bring more than I normally could. I might bring repeaters. I'm gonna bring the potato mine just because I still like to start with the potato mine for not zomboni zombies. Alright, let's go with that and see how that works out. And our rakes are out. Now, you have to remember to go in the store after every third thing if you want to keep your rakes going, and that never changes. You can never buy at the end of the game when you have ridiculous numbers of coins to spend. They haven't put in a perma rake that costs 20,000 or something. I wish they would. I wish they did when they developed it, but no, you have to always manually go buy the stupid rakes. Oh, and here are the pool level things that we bought in the store. So they work exactly like mowers do, pretty much. They're just a vacuum instead of a mower. So there's that. Anyway. Yep, the normal strategy. You know the drill. By now, I hope, anyway. The way I like to play. So that part can get a little repetitive. The always, pretty much the whole beginning part is always the same. So this game just basically becomes a how well are you paying attention to what's going on. And I can show you, I could, well, if I was going to do it, I should have done it for, I was thinking about showing you a jalapeno, but it's a total waste on these Loby guys. I'll wait and see who comes up next, and we'll use a potato mine on them. I do live with kitty cats, so sometimes they might interrupt me. I got one walking in front of my screen right now. Go away, squirrel. He's blocking my view. Okay. Yes, you're cute. Squirrel's not his name. That's just what I call cats sometimes. Squirrels. I call them squirrels and fur demons and all kinds of names. Alright, let's get a repeater out here. Oh, and I just heard some thunder. It's gonna rain here. We get storms this time of year. Alright, let's try to pay attention here. I might go ahead and put a little bit more in the pool. Oh, I don't have a walnut with me. That was not good. I should have been paying attention better. So I will go back a little further than I normally go and put a squash in. That's what I'll do. I was thinking how they're not useful against the zombonis, but forgot they were very useful in the pool. Alright, I'm going to show you what these jalapenos do because I haven't planted anything to shoot with in this row yet. But basically they just go foof and burn the whole row. There you go. That's a happy pino! Happy pino! Kitty, will you go away? I hate when they walk in front of the monitor. Alright, there's the squashes for the pool. We're going to try to get several rows of repeaters going so we have some damage flopping out of here. And here it comes. You hear it? Did you hear the engine rev? That's how you know one of these is coming. Now, I'm going to let this jalapeno charge and we'll get him with that. But see this ice back here? If you kill him and that ice is still there, you can't plan on it, and these guys will come up fast on top of it. So, yeah, but that jalapeno will knock it out. So that ice is bad news stuff. Alright. Collect your coins. You know what they're for now. You can buy stuff in Crazy Dave's shop. Because he's crazy. That was not a good use of a squash. I'll just put them down manually if I need them. Because that guy was almost dead. Wasteful. Wasteful! The only advantage to having them down earlier is that then they can be recharged so you can pull out a next one. But yeah, so you gotta decide which is more important to you. Having one ready as a backup, recharged, or not wasting the ones that are down. Whatever. It's just a choice. Alright, so now I've got at least 4 peas shooting out from every row here, so that's pretty good. And in the middle I've got 6 coming out of there, so we're going to go ahead and put some more in. Oh, final wave already. Alright, so I'll show you a squash will work on those guys. But they'll leave their frozen trail behind that way, so you decide, Happy Pino or squash. Or cherry bomb, that would have worked on him too. Aha! And these are much preferable. These are spikes, and they blow up the tires of a Zamboni. And I like spikes anyway. Spike weed. Pops tires and hurts zombies that step on it. I like these for the front rows because you put enough of them in the front rows and they will just take zombies down without even having to shoot at them because they'll step on them and hurt themselves. So if you've got like a couple 3 rows of spike weeds out, you don't even necessarily, excuse me, I've got the yawnies. You don't even necessarily have to have much shooting going on at all. So I'll be showing you that, but I believe I'll be showing you that on the next video because we're getting at my time limit here that I like to keep the video. I try to keep the videos around a half hour. I'm not perfect at it. I definitely just did a 40-minute window, so I just lose track of time sometimes when I'm playing. Alright, so, but you see we've got Zambonis and Snorkels and Bucket Heads, so this is not that different from the last round. Anyway, let me go back to the menu. I'm going to go in the shop. We've got 90 is what we got, so there's nothing we can buy right now. And I thought we'd need a rake. I guess we got one more charge on the rake. I gotta try to remember to get those though, and I am really bad about not noticing until I've like started a level and there's no rake, so we'll see. And I might play another mini game super quick. Let's do walnut bowling. You've seen it before, but we'll play it anyway. And then I'll try to remember to go get that rake. But if you watched, I think it's the very first video has walnut bowling. If it's not the first one, it's the second one, because I'm pretty positive it was 1-5 that had walnut bowling. But you're just whacking the zombies with the nuts from behind the line. You can't drop it here, but if you can drop it here and it'll roll and smack him. But I'm trying to let him creep up so that we might get some bouncing going on. Because if this bounces off of any other zombie, it will take him out too. Like, there you go. And it drops coins when that happens, which is nice. So, we like the bouncing. Be careful not let him get all the way to the mower, but I would like to bounce, so I'm trying to wait. Alright. Nope, missed everybody. That sucks. Nope. I like those ricochet shots, baby. Give me some ricochet shots. Boo. You can't steer them. You can only just throw them down. Boink, boink. And these guys take 2 shots. These guys take 3, I'm pretty sure. You saw the newspaper zombie, he took 2 shots. But every ricochet will get you coinage, so ricochet, that's another reason to like ricochets. Oops. It rolled under him because that other one made him jump, and that's what I was trying to do with the first one. So that was a little waste of that. That was a triple ricochet. Sweet. Nice. Nice, nice. And of course, they're called Explodo Nuts. They would just take this guy out without me having to bounce off of him multiple times, but I'd rather do a whole group of zombies than waste it on one zombie unless it gets way up here and I haven't been able to take it out yet. Yeah, baby. Give me some ricochet. Ricochet me. Give me that yummy, yummy coinage. Yummy, yummy coinage. Alright, I think I might just take out this group here. Notice that one got close enough where he felt like he wanted to jump over, so that was good. Dang it. That missed him by just a smidge. I'm trying to decide if I hit this guy with that one. I know he'd take this one out, but I don't know if he'd take out the bucket head. I don't think so, actually. Yeah, didn't think so. It was worth a try. Two big flag wave. Blah blah blah. Can't talk. Two groups, big groups like this one, and the final wave. That flag zombie always comes out for the big groups of zombies. And that is our Zombitar. Watch him because he's moving faster than the rest of them. I was hoping to get him with a ricochet, but I think I'm going to take out these guys with the explodies. There you go. You see, I try to save the explodies and use them when it looks like I get the most use out of them, like right about there. That was nice. Took out that many zombies. Floaty ones trying to save them. but the walnuts are not coming out fast enough for me right now. Here, let's take out this set of zombies. Because that newspaper zombie was getting a little too close for comfort. And his newspaper went down. He'd have made her run for the border. I should have just blown up that whole section here. So you have to also be careful not to use up all your walnuts, and they're just not, see how they're not coming out quick enough for me right now. I can throw them down faster than they're coming out. That's another reason to let them come up a little bit before you throw something at them. And remember, you've got this row of mowers here that will protect you from getting completely screwed over. So even if all the rows made it all the way to the end, as long as they only do it once, the mower will take them out. But we don't like that. Try not to make mowers engage ever, because the mowers are coins at the end of the level, in case you've never noticed that. Shit, I don't have any regular ones. That sucks. Nope, there's one. Get him, get him, get him! I'll try to show you in a second here. If I take these front ones out, I can get the exploding ones into the back area here. I'll try to blow up all the rows. I think that's it. Okay, so there's your 1,000. Very nice. Yeah, see, that's money coming off of those mowers. So if you don't lose your mowers, you make more money. So that's another reason to keep them, besides the fact that you want the challenge of doing good in the game. And I should have held off doing walnut bowling until the next video, because I see it took a lot longer than I thought it would. So we're at 37 minutes, so I'm gonna definitely stop right now. I will see you guys on the next video. If you like what I'm up to, please subscribe. Click the bell if you want notifications of every video I put up, and see you next time. Thanks for watching.